I mean, you slept with a lady.
Yes.
What's it like?
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most memorable recurring jokes and or characters from Monty Python.
And now for something completely different.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Arthur Pewtey.
I'll wait outside, shall I? Yes, well, that's perhaps the best thing. Yes.
You may not recognize his name, but Arthur Pewtey has been in some of the most memorable sketches Monty Python ever did. Played by Sir Michael Palin, Pewtey is a nebbish, rather dull man, often looking to spice up his life.
You don't think it might be better if you worked your way towards lion taming, say via banking?
No, no, I don't want to wait. At 9 o'clock tomorrow, I want to be in there, taming.
Whether he's looking to change careers from accountant to lion tamer, hoping to have an argument, save his marriage, or develop a silly walk, Arthur Pewtey wants more out of his boring existence. However, he's spectacularly bad at all of the things he attempts, as he suffers from a severe lack of personality.
Is this the right room for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
He may be dull, but Arthur Pewtey is still a wonderfully British everyman devised by the Pythons. Number 9. Arthur Nudge.
Your wife, does she go? Hey, know what I mean, nudge, say no more.
Sometimes referred to as Arthur Name or Mr. Cheeky, Arthur Nudge is perhaps best known for his appearance in the Nudge Nudge sketch. His frequent innuendos, moustache, permanent grin, and the sketch's infamous punchline makes him an integral part of one of the most beloved Python bits. Some of his less famous appearances include being interviewed in one of the Vox Pop segments, voicing his opinions on peace.
Peace? I like a piece. Know what I mean? Say no more, nudge.
He also shows up uninvited to a couple's home and brings progressively more outlandish people along with him. We would have bumped Mr. Nudge up our list, but he'd probably prefer a different sort of bump. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Well, don't worry about me, Vicky boy, I know all about one-night stands.
Number 8. It's Man. The very first character to debut on Monty Python's Flying Circus, this raggedy grey-bearded man is often depicted in dangerous or life-threatening situations.
It's Monty Python's Flying Circus.
After his narrow escapes with death, the man will approach the camera and with his last gasp of air he'll simply say,
It's.
Although the first few seasons of the series have the It's Man introducing nearly every episode, his appearances peter out over time. Still, he does show up in Vox Pop segments a few times, and even gets his own talk show, and is all set to interview Ringo Starr and Lulu. However, as soon as he says his signature phrase, the credits start rolling. Bad luck.
Good evening. Welcome. It's...
Number 7. Eric Praline is another Python character whose name may not be well known, yet who has been part of some of the troupe's most iconic moments. Mr. Praline first debuts as a policeman investigating the various disgusting confections of the Wizzo Chocolate Company, most notably Crunchy Frog.
I mean, look at this one. Cockroach cluster.
Most famously though, Mr. Praline makes complaints relating to his deceased parrot to the shopkeeper from which he purchased it.
Oh yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
His troubles with pets don't stop there though, as he's also sought licenses for his fish, in addition to those he has for his cat and dog, all named Eric too.
How do you know my name is Eric?
No, my fish's name is Eric. Eric the fish. He's an elephant.
John Cleese's distinctive delivery and Mr. Praline's iconic raincoat have ensured that he remains an iconic part of Python. Number 6. Gumbies.
I would put a tax on all people who stand in water.
One of the most frequent stock characters in Monty Python's Flying Circus, the Gumbies are a group of men who, in addition to sharing the same surname, all wear sweater vests, suspenders, Wellington boots, and handkerchiefs on their heads. Dim-witted and seemingly incapable of speaking without shouting, the Gumbies usually appear in Vox Pop's interviews commenting on something in a particularly stupid way.
I believe in peace.
Although all the Pythons have played Gumbies, Sir Michael Palin is perhaps most associated with the role. Their brains may often hurt, but so do our sides whenever they're on screen.
Then arrange them nicely in a vase. Oh, get it!
Number 5. Pepper Potts.
Oh, don't ask me. It's been nothing but trouble all morning. Stop it, Ralph. Stop it.
Another group of the Python's most recognizable stock characters, Pepper Potts are the troupe's term for the middle-aged housewife characters often seen in their projects. Played by the Pythons in drag, these characters invariably have absurd names and deliver dialogue in high-pitched, screeching falsetto voices.
I'm worn out. I've been shopping for 6 hours. What have you bought then? Nothing.
Based on a real gaggle of British housewives observed by the late Graham Chapman, the Pepper Potts are some of the most frequently appearing sketch characters. Whether they're going on a voyage or reacting to the penguin atop their television, the Pepper Potts never fail to entertain.
How did he know that was going to happen?
Number 4. The Colonel.
These Chinese, these Germans, we're going to show them that no British soldier will descend to their level.
Graham Chapman excelled at playing uptight authority figures, and the epitome of this archetype was the Colonel. A stiff upper-lipped military man, the unnamed army colonel makes numerous appearances throughout the group's works. Most of the time, he's upset at how silly the sketches get and will interrupt them as both a form of censorship and as a way of ending them without a punchline.
No, the whole premise is silly and is very badly written. I'm the senior officer here and I haven't had a funny line yet, so I'm stopping you.
The Colonel also doesn't care for people plagiarizing the army's slogan, nor for people taking war anything less than seriously. The Pythons have many straight man characters, but the Colonel is arguably the best.
Get me the Prime Minister. Not that quickly!
Number 3, and now for something completely different. John Cleese is equally skilled in playing straight man characters and zany loonies.
And now for something completely different.
One of his most recurring characters is that of the BBC's continuity announcer. This well-dressed professional is usually seen at the beginnings of episodes or as a link between sketches and always delivering the phrase,
And now for something completely different.
This phrase is perhaps one of the most associated with Monty Python. And while the announcer character isn't the first or only one to deliver this line, he's certainly the one most associated with it.
And now for something completely different.
Number 2, the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expected this choice. The Spanish Inquisition is a running gag and a set of recurring characters from an episode of Flying Circus.
I don't know. Mr. Wentworth just told me to come in here and say that there was trouble at the mill, that's all. I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
When one character is interrogated to such a degree that they compare it to a kind of Spanish Inquisition, the real-life Spanish Inquisition arrives on the scene. Using a combination of fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, among other things, these three cardinals, torment their victims with common household items that don't hurt very much.
So, you think you are strong because you can survive the soft cushions?
Their dramatic sting music, red uniforms, and many quotable lines make them so memorable that by the episode's end, the characters even expect them. Though their appearance is mostly confined to one episode, bar a short cameo, their impact on Python is nearly unrivaled.
I use 2 kinds of aftershave lotion. Frankincense, myrrh, 3 kinds of aftershave lotion.
Number 1, Foot of Cupid.
How to recognize different parts of the body.
Monty Python have a number of ways of abruptly putting an end to their sketches. The more dramatic method is through something heavy squashing a character. Although the 16-ton weight is a popular choice, the more recognizable object doing the squashing is a foot. This foot is taken from the painting Venus, Cupid, Folly and Time by Agnolo Bronzino. The foot is most often seen crushing the title in the opening sequence, accompanied by the sound of flatulence. although it is used in a few animations as well. The foot of Cupid has become synonymous with both Monty Python animations and with the group as a whole. Is there a recurring Monty Python joke or character we were very silly for forgetting? Silly walk your way down to the comments and tell us.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.